Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel sikhuluma ama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button langezansi and the notification bell so you can get notifications uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sengiwufakile. So listen you guys, today it is Babu Mbongeni Ngema's final send off. It's a funeral. I think there's so many lives here. I think I saw like 4 different channels that are doing our lives of the funeral. So if you want to watch, you can go watch the funeral over there. So while that is going on, you guys remember a few days ago I did a story from the Sunday World where they were talking about this one lady that is claiming to be Mbongeni Ngema's customary wife, that was saying that she wants to be involved in the planning of the memorial service and also of the funeral, but the family was ignoring her. She had even written a certain letter requesting to be involved, and she was threatening to go to court, and getting an interdict or something like that, if they don't allow her to get involved in the planning of the funeral. So now, you guys, I did wonder if the woman did attend the memorial service on Wednesday, and also if she was attending the funeral today, because someone else is there as the wife, Mbongeni Ngema. Okay, like I said in the other video, even though I was joking and I was saying about Mbongeni Ngema really believed in love, because when one relationship ended, he got in another, and they would be talking about his wives. Sometimes, like, he was somebody that had multiple wives, but I think it was a matter of him just having a wife, and then he would move on to another one. Okay, and maybe sometimes he would move on to another one without really ending things proper with the other. I don't know, you guys, because there is somebody at the funeral that is being referred to as the wife, and it's not this Moncho woman who is also saying that she was paid lobola for. So Bambang Ngema was a little bit of a player, okay, not in a bad way, okay, but so this woman is claiming now that, you guys, she is not well. So the Sunday, well, I guess the journalists were contacting her just to find out, okay, did you go to court? Did they respond to your letter? Did you end up going to court? What's happening now? She ended up telling them a story of how she is not well because of this whole situation. Listen, you guys, the first time that I did this story, I don't want to lie, I wasn't feeling particularly sorry for this woman, because I feel like when somebody like this passes away, like Ubaba Mbongeni passes away, there's always chances. So I was feeling like maybe she's one of those people that are just taking a chance to say, listen, I was his wife, because not only was she claiming that she was his wife, but also she was claiming that she was his manager that had recently started managing him, and they were trying to revive his career. So I was like, okay, did you work with him, or were you his lover? Okay, so it was weird for me, but I imagine, you guys, that if she is telling the truth and they really were in a relationship, I can imagine how hard it is to actually watch things at a distance when you were in a relationship with somebody and you were planning to get married to them, but you're watching people prepare for their send off and you are not involved. Okay. I can imagine that that would be hard if the story is true that she is the wife. So it says here, Ngema's customary wife falls ill amid the threat over the funeral. Well, this is a story by Umpokoka, writing for the Sunday World. So it says a woman who claims to be the customary wife of the late award-winning playwright Mbongeni Ngema says she collapsed this week while mourning her husband. She also threatened to interdict the government from organizing his burial. However, the funeral went ahead without the disruptions from her as promised. Okay, I like that, you guys. I like that. Whatever the reasons were, she made a decision not to go to court and not to interrupt, the proceedings of the funeral. Yolanda Wandamoncho said that she has not been feeling well since Ngema's passing, and that doctors attended to her at home. By the way, you guys, I did try to find this Yolanda Wanda Amoncho. Maybe she's going with another name on social media, if she is on social media, because I just couldn't find him. When asked if the office of KwaZulu-Natal Premier Nomusa Dube Ncube had responded to her letter of demand, she declined to comment. She cited ill health as the reason for her inability to comment on the issue. She was like, guys, angikwazi nokukhuluma, ngiyazigulela mina. She also said, I'm not well. I actually collapsed. She said, after falling ill, she was taken to the doctor, who subsequently made a home visit. Monjo said she will not be able to respond regarding the letter sent to Dube Ncube because she was not in a position to do so. I do wonder, guys, if they did contact it, or maybe they contacted and they were like, listen, there's nothing we can do right now. If the family is not willing to recognize you, just, cry in silence or something, like we'll sort it out after. I do wonder if there's anything that was said to her in response to the letter. She also declined to comment on the status of her health. Montrose lawyer advocate Christopher Shabango said that he does not know if Dubengube's office has responded to the letter. He referred Sunday well to Montrose public relations advisor Pel Makek Angube. Okay, so Pel is the public relations advisor. Okay. Okay. However, Magiga Ncube declined to comment on whether Dube Ncube's office has responded to Montrose letter. Okay, I'm guessing Babu Magiga Ncube knows if this woman really was the wife. Okay. I'm not at liberty to comment. Our main concern is her well-being and health. This Ngema passing is taking a toll on her. We do not want to comment because we do not want to overexpose her, said Magiga Ncube. Okay. The KZN's provincial government spokesperson Ubongi Gwala said that he could not respond on whether Dube Ncube has any comment regarding the letter because he was attending Ngema's funeral at the Durban ICC on Friday. This is despite Dube Ncube's office receiving the letter on Tuesday and Gwala being sent media inquiries on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday regarding the premier's response to the letter. I do wonder, did they just ignore the letter? Okay. So now they talk about what was on the letter, which I did in another video, what her request was in another letter. She was just basically saying that, listen, can you please speak to the family so that they can speak to me, or they can involve me in the planning of Mr. Ngema's memorial service and funeral. Nhlanhla Ngema said that he is aware of the letter. This is a family member and has seen it but declined to comment on its content. As a family, we have heard about the letter. We are focusing on laying to rest Ubabu Ngema with dignity and deal with the issue after the funeral. We are asking for space as a family because we are grieving. I'm not in a good space to comment about the issue in the letter. We will deal with them after the funeral, which I think that's all they can do, because if they didn't know about it or they were not clear on the relationship between Babu Mbongeni Ngema and this wife, then what are they going to do? I mean, at best, she can just go and attend the funeral. Okay. So they're saying the funeral service is currently underway at Durban ICC. Ngema is being laid to rest through a special provincial official funeral category 2. Okay, so that is what is happening, guys, while the funeral is going on. Listen, you guys, if they did have a relationship, this woman is going through a hard time right now because her man is being laid to rest in her absence, basically. Okay, basically. Okay, hard, but what can she do? Anyway, you guys, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Do you think that maybe they did not answer the letter, or they ignored it, or do you think that they were like, listen, we asinaso isikhathi sakho njengamanje, sizilile sizodila nawe after, and she decided to just let it go for now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Tanda Kakul.